So my first actual situation with the hole. Now the hole is prison jargon for administrative segregation. You know, you have the punitive and you have administrative segregation. And they came to my door. When I say they, I'm talking about the officers came to my door, and hey, are you, Morris 255716? I'm like, yeah, what's up? And they just snatched me, put handcuffs on me, and took me to. I can't remember at the time where the building was, the number of the building, but anyway, they came and they took me to the hole, and so the warden came and actually spoke with me. And he was like, "Hey man, listen, we've been hearing this is going on. We want to know from your mouth what the situation is." And it was about a female on the compound. Now this person in particular, we were involved, but I was not about to tell them anything about what I had going on with anybody. I wasn't rolling like that. I wasn't gonna run my mouth, and I just didn't do it. Like, I still had that code of honor. Like, if you risking your career to give me the time of day, I'd be damned if I be the person that be the cause you losing your job. And I know that sounds crazy because me doing that could lead her to losing her job, but I was gonna protect that as much as I could. So it was wild. You locked in there. It's like a dungeon for real. You got grown men crying. You got grown men masturbating, screaming and yelling all kind of obscenities. You had dudes, man, crying for their mama, literally saying, "Mama, I'm wanting to come home." And the food is cold. The conditions are really built to break you, either get you to rat on yourself, rat on other people, or whatever the case may be, to help them convict you of some kind of disciplinary while you doing your time. So with me, I sucked it up. I was freezing cold. I was hungry. I was in there for probably about 8 days. Then at the end of the day, they didn't have any kind of evidence on me whatsoever. So they let me out. And then when they pulled me back, they listened to a phone conversation, because all of our phone calls, when you're incarcerated, they record it. Listen to a phone conversation while I was talking to my brother about a situation I had in the commissary line with this woman who, she liked me and I wouldn't give her the time of the day. And she was like throwing my stuff out. Commissary is where we go buy our food. That's our store, commissary. And I was in the line, and so when I was getting my food, she was just throwing my sodas at me, busting my chips up, just slinging stuff. And then so the sergeant was asking me what was going on. I'm like, man, I don't know what the problem is, man. So that night I got on the phone with my brother, and I was using, unhealthy language over the phone, describing her and everything that she was doing. So anyway, the next day they came to my job. I was actually the chaplain's aide at this prison. They came and got me my job, and they locked me up. So the captain and the sergeant came to my door while I was in the hole, and they flat-footed told me, "We finna burn your black ass." Now, mind you, these are two black men that came to my cell. They said, "We finna burn you. What you gonna do is you gonna give up this person, that person. We wanna know what these women are doing, and you gonna be the one that's gonna tell us." So I screamed some obscenities to them. I can't remember exactly what I said. That was a long time ago. They left my door. The next thing you know, I got convicted, went from a more relaxed situation to like jump right back into the jungle when I went to the prison I went to at that time. But the mental strain of being in the hole, it's a hold on the level. Now, a lot of guys say it's just another part of the penitentiary. To me, those guys were conditioned to believe that was okay. For me, that wasn't okay. There's nothing okay about being confined and caged, period. But you take it a step further, you taking away from the normal routine of the population where you're not around people, and you only thing you do is hear screaming and hollering and people doing all kind of crazy shit. It wasn't practical for me. I wasn't wanting to do my time like that. I wanted to do my time as easy as possible because I knew I had a lot of time to do. So it wasn't a situation to where it was so bad that I had to, really focus on not doing something harm to myself or somebody else. It was more so challenging to, I'm finna show these people that y'all can't break me. You can keep me back here for however long you want to keep me, but you will not break me. I'm gonna walk up out of here. I'm gonna still be doing my thing, and I'm gonna be cool. So I was shown favor. My people that got in contact with the commissioner's office because what they were doing to me were unjust, and they released me. I got out, and the only thing is because I have said the things that I said and kind of disrespect the people I disrespected. Their whole mentality was, hey, look, you got a disciplinary, you can't stay here, you gotta go. So I had to take my punishment, and that was one of the situations of me having to go to, what they would call solitary confinement.